Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello everyone, my name is Vinay Kulkarni. I am current third year diploma student in computer engineering from Zeal Polytechnic, Nare, Pune. First of all, I introduce our group member name, Nitin Kumar Gond, Vinay Kulkarni, and Prasad Gaikwad. Our topic name is Study any case of forgery falsification crime case solved using digital forensic. Project guide is Professor Supriya Jagtap ma'am. First thing to understand our project is what is digital forensic? It is a branch of forensic science which recover and investigate of material found in digital devices, or it is a science of finding evidence from digital media like computer, mobile phone server or network. Digital forensic can be divided into the following subcategories. First, computer forensic. It is a branch of digital forensic pertaining to evidence found in computers and digital storage media. Second, mobile device forensic. It is relating to recovery of digital evidence or data from a mobile devices under forensically sound conditions. Third, memory forensic. It refers to the analysis of volatile data in a computer memory dump. Fourth, network forensic. It is the capture, recording, and analysis of network event in order to discover the source of security attack or their problem incidents. Fifth, digital image forensic. It is a brand new research field which aims at validating the authenticity of images by recovering information about their history. Video audio forensic. It is a collection of analysis and evaluation of sound and video recording. 7. Email forensic. It is the study of source and content of email as evidence to identify the actual sender and recipient. Why is digital forensic important? It has found valuable information that allow cybersecurity companies to develop technologies that prevent hackers from accessing a network website or devices. Next slide will be explained. Nitin Kumar Gond.
Hello everyone, my name is Nitin Kumar Gond. I am from class TYCO2. Today I am going to explain you about a case study. First, let us know what is case study. Case study is a detailed report research on a particular person or a particular situation. So we have chosen a case study on a person called Ross Campton. Ross Campton was from USA and he was 60-year-old at that time. This case study was held in 2016, and why we have chosen this case study? This case study was very interesting because the way the police officer have caught him and arrested him from his evidence, and evidence was like that it was digital evidence. So I am going to explain about the situation where how he got caught. So at one day he was sitting in his house, and his house got started burning, and he called the police officer that my house is burning, please please let me out this house as soon as possible. When a police officer investigated him, they found out that someone else, not him, someone else has burned his house, and his case was happened in 2016. So he was released and the case was still going on. Then the Peacemaker is a private insurance company in USA. They have provided a data that Ross Campton is providing them a false information that someone else has put the fire to the house, and that they have given a data that that Ross Campton was providing false information to the police officer. Then the Peacemaker, why they have involved in this case? Because they have lost almost $400,000 in that damage, and Peacemaker has provided data that he was providing false information to and reinvestigate the whole situation. So we investigate the whole situation. So in 2017, Peacemaker have provided that he has an artificial heart. Artificial heart is like a machine, not an original heart. It is like a machine. As you can see in the picture, that there is a strap of in his shoulder. He was carrying the artificial heart all the time. So from his artificial heart, the police officer found out that he was giving false investigation to the police officer for investigation, and they have collected the data from before the house was burning and after the house was burned. And Campton was free from in 2017, that police has no evidence at that time. In 2018 March, the court has ordered Ross Campton to present in the court, and at that time Ross Campton was not able to attend the court meeting. Then he was charged for $100,000 at that time. And this case study was one of the first kind of case study that was using by the data of his heart beating. So first, this is a subtopic: identify the model using digital illusion. How he was got caught. So the Peacemaker have provided information to the police officer that he was having an artificial heart. So you can get the information from his artificial heart, that how the rhythm of his heart was before burning the house and after burning the house. So the police officer call up a doctor, cardiologist doctor. So he in this report, they found out that Ross Campton was very calm. And why he was calm at that time, the police officer found out that when his house was burning, they found out that he has already packed his all his stuff and thrown out of his window. So police officer thought that how can someone pack his stuff at very fast time when the house was burning. So police officer had an query. So they hired a doctor, cardiologist doctor, who was a heart specialist. So in this, they have collected report that his heart rate was different from before and after the fire got caught. This is how the digital investigation happened, and this is digital investigation because they have investigation evidences like that. Evidences like we got evidence on paper on the scene, but this is digital evidence. Digital evidence is like we got in digitally in a form of a number of electronics. So they have got the information through his heart rate. So the heart rate of Ross Campton was different from the earlier, before burning the house and after burning the house. So police officer found out that Ross Campton is providing us false information. So they again restart the whole case, and it was restart the whole case. And the next point will be going to explain by Prasad Gaikwad.
Everyone, my name is Gaikwad Prasad Bimrao. My group number is 4, and my group member is Nitin Kumar Gon, Vinay Kulkarni, and me. Our project guide is Professor Supriya Jagtap ma'am, and I am explaining the next part of study any cases of forgery, falsification, crime case solved using a digital forensics. So let us start. I am explaining the second part of investigation done by ethically or unethically. So first we study the unethically means. Unethically can be means as an action that are against the social norms, as act that are considered unacceptable to the public. For example, I will give an example. A student using a plagiarism on their final written assignments to get a higher grade. This is unethically because it goes against the social norms, and the majority of the people will find that unacceptable. And second is ethically. Ethically means it is a completely opposite of unethical. Follows the majority of social norms, and such actions are acceptable to the public. For example, unethical is a student work hard on research for their final written assignments and using text citations and reference to earn a higher grade. This is ethically because it does not against the social norms, and the majority of the people will find this acceptable. So in this investigation done by unethical, so first is Fourth Amendment. Fourth Amendment means it is a US Constitution provide that the right of the people to be secured in the person, house, papers, and efforts against the unresponsible searches and seizure shall not be warranted, and no warranted shall issue, but upon probable causes supported by the oath and affirmation. And second is CPLR 4505, section 4505. It is means civil practices, laws, and rules. So unless the person confessing or confiding waives the privilege, clearman or other minister for any religions or aggregated Christian sciences shall not be allowed to the dissolves or confessions or confidence made to him his professional characters or spiritual advisors. So next is where was the digital evidence found our crime establishment. So a cardiologist who received the medical data for the investigation, concluding that it is a highly improbable Mr. Crompton would have been able to collect, pick, and remove the number of items from the house, exit his bedroom, window, and carrying the numerous large and heavy items to the front of his residence during the short period of time he has indicated due to his medical conditions. And according to the court documents obtained by the Midtown Journal News. So fourth is state the punishment method. Ross Compton has been indicated on felony charges of aggravated arson and insurance fraud for allegedly started the fire at his own house on September 19, 2016. The conclusion is, in this case study, we have understand how digital evidence is also important to solve a case. It is very important, and how to use digital forensic with the proper permission of victim for that evidence. So thank you.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.